Coronation Street's George Shuttleworth and Christina Boyd are shocked by the contents of Summer Spellman's secret journal tonight. But does this hold the key to solving Theo Silverton's murder? This week's episode sees Summer become the prime suspect in the police's investigation, following weeks of suspicious behavior. It soon becomes clear that things aren't looking good for her, as even some of the people closest to Summer start to doubt her. In Monday's scenes, Summer seems visibly rattled when Detective Kit Green confidently declares that the police are closing in on Theo's killer. Back at number 11, George accidentally knocks over Summer's bag and is stunned to spot a page from her journal which describes how much she hated Theo. Fans get a glimpse of Summer's ramblings for themselves, but you have to be pretty quick with the pause button to get a full peek. Fortunately, we're on hand with a closer look at what she's written. The first pages focus on Summer's discovery that Theo was responsible for Billy Mayhew's death in the Corriedale crash back in January. Carl Webster was responsible for tipping off Summer about how Theo had left Billy to die. The journal reads, "My hands are shaking as I write this. My head is racing. I feel sick and exhilarated and sick like I can't breathe. It was Theo. Just writing that makes me feel like I'm going to throw up. It was Theo. I talked to Carl and he told me." Reflecting on how Carl overheard Theo talking to Billy's body in the funeral parlor, the entry continues. "How dare he go anywhere near Billy after what he did? Oh God, I've just thought. He did the eulogy at the funeral. He stood there and pretended he was sad when all the time he did it. He murdered him. I've never hated anybody more in my life. Carl told me he can get a confession out of him if I pay him £10,000 from the inheritance. I know I can't trust him. I know the sort of person Carl is. But I'm thinking of doing it. I don't want that money. I want Billy." Another entry focuses on the heartbreaking moment Todd Grimshaw's loved ones discovered that Theo had brutally beaten him up. This led to Todd reporting Theo to the police. Summer's journal says, "Theo is a monster. An actual inhuman monster. I didn't think I could hate him anymore, but today he nearly killed Todd too. He beat Todd up so much he ruptured his spleen and nearly died. How hard do you have to punch someone to do that? Poor Todd. How long has Theo been treating him like this?" George and Christina's snooping is interrupted when Summer walks in and rages at them for invading her privacy. But with the couple deeply suspicious, they may not make too many apologies. In the heart of Weatherfield, where secrets rarely stay buried for long, a new mystery is beginning to unravel, and this time, it all starts with a journal entry that Summer Spellman never intended anyone to read. The latest Coronation Street twist centers around a subtle but chilling clue linked to Theo, a name that has quietly crept into conversations, but now seems destined to explode into the center of the drama. What makes this storyline so gripping is not just what is happening on the surface, but what is hidden between the lines of Summer's shocking journal entry, a private confession that may change everything. It all begins with Summer trying to make sense of recent events. Outwardly, she has been juggling college pressure, emotional struggles, and the complicated dynamics of those around her. But beneath her composed exterior, something darker has been forming, an uneasy suspicion about Theo and his real intentions in Weatherfield. Her journal entry, discovered under circumstances yet to be fully revealed, reads less like a diary and more like a fragmented confession. It is messy, emotional, and deeply unsettling. "I can't shake it anymore. Every time Theo looks at me, it feels like he's remembering something I've forgotten, or something I was never supposed to know. I keep telling myself I'm overthinking, but the details don't add up. The way he appeared just when everything started changing. The way he asks questions but never really listens to the answers." From the very first lines, Summer's anxiety is clear. She is not just confused. She is afraid that she is missing something important, something that connects Theo to a chain of events she can't fully piece together. The entry continues, growing more intense. "Today I saw him near the precinct again. Same place. Same time. Like he's waiting for something or someone. When he noticed me, he smiled, but it didn't reach his eyes. I don't trust that smile. I don't think I ever did." This moment marks a turning point in her thoughts. Theo is no longer just an awkward presence in her life. He becomes someone calculated, someone observant, someone who may be deliberately positioning himself within her world. But the most shocking part of the journal entry is what comes next. "I found the connection. I don't know how I didn't see it before. Theo isn't just passing through Weatherfield. He's connected to what happened before everything with the missing files. Summer's discovery suggests that Theo may not be a random new arrival at all, but someone tied to past events that viewers may or may not have fully understood yet. The mention of missing files and stacking lies hints at a buried storyline, one that could involve deception, identity manipulation, or even a cover-up that has remained hidden in plain sight. What makes this development especially compelling is how it reframes Summer's character. She is not just reacting emotionally, she is actively investigating. Her journal becomes a detective's notebook, filled with fragmented clues, paranoia, and sudden moments of clarity. Yet the question remains, is she uncovering the truth, or is she spiraling into suspicion that may not fully reflect reality? Later in the entry, Summer's tone shifts again, this time from fear to determination. I need proof. Not feelings. Not instincts. Proof. If I go to Aaron, he'll think I'm imagining things again. If I tell Billy, he'll worry and try to protect me. But I don't need protection. I need answers. And I think Theo knows that I'm close. This is where the tension sharpens dramatically. Summer is isolated, unable to fully trust those around her, and increasingly convinced that she must uncover the truth alone. But the implication that Theo might be aware of her suspicions raises the stakes significantly. If he is truly hiding something, then Summer's investigation may already have put her in danger. The final lines of the journal entry are the most haunting. If something happens to me, don't believe it was random. Don't believe it was bad luck. Look at Theo. Look at everything I wrote. Because I think he's been one step ahead the whole time. This closing note transforms the storyline from a simple suspicion into something far more sinister. It suggests premeditation, control, and a looming sense of danger that could spill over into every corner of Weatherfield. Suddenly, Theo is no longer just a mysterious newcomer.